This is the eafengrow EF221. Got it off of Amazon for 27 bucks. The axis lock. The reason I bought this blade was because the shape of the blade, the color of the handle, and then the lock itself. I've had this for a week now, and since this is a D2, it's already starting to rust. When I first got it, the lock, the blade was just tight. It wasn't easy to move, and then the lock itself was so hard. Like I had to use both my hands to close it. I grabbed the handle and then use my right hand to push it. So I took it apart, cleaned it up, and then the omega springs were too tight, so I squeezed them, made it soft so I could use just one finger to move it. Once it was soft enough, I just put it back together, and that was it. It's just so smooth now. And then all I needed to take it apart was a T10 bit, and this one is probably T6, I'm not sure, and then a flathead for this one right here. Once I got it apart, I used a nail file. Since this was touching the scales, I just filed the sides and got it to move freely, and then every time I try to use the unlock it, my fingers would get pinched because of the spring. So I got rid of the edges, just scraped it off with the side of the file itself. And then this one's not complete. I still have to, like when I played with it for a while, and then the handle, not the handle, the blade itself, it starts to wobble, like, and this one keeps coming undone. So I might have to use some Loctite, and once I do that, this is gonna be perfect. Just love it. It's the color, the shape of the blade, how smooth this is, and it's got two bearings like on the side. A beautiful knife. So I went ahead on Amazon and bought me a Loctite. This one was $6. I don't know why the Loctites cost so much. I gotta cut it. Alright, we got the Loctite ready. And I also went ahead and bought these. These are bearings, but and the size on the bearings, the outer diameter is 9.7, inner is 5.3, and it says thickness is 1.1, and it's a brass gasket. Hopefully it'll fit. Let's check the knife apart. All we need is a flathead, and it says number 7. We got the screw off. We might have to push it. Alright. Okay, we got everything off. The bearings are still in there. Let's see. Alright, we got both of them out. Yeah, they look the same. Let's see if they fit. Let's see. Alright, the bearings are too small. Okay, we'll just clean it up. Put some grease on it, and then we'll put it back together. This is what I use on my fishing reels. We'll just use some on the. Sorry about that. So we'll just clean it up a little bit. And put some grease. I think we're ready to put it back together. This is just to hold it in place. So they don't keep falling every time I try to put the blade back. Clean up the. I'm just gonna clean up the extra grease so it doesn't get on the threads when I put the screw in. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Let's put some Loctite. I think I put too much. And before I tighten it, I'm just going to make sure it swings freely. Still good. Let's see. It's centered. This looks good. Maybe a little bit more. think it's ready. We'll just let it sit for 2 days maybe, and then hopefully the Loctite dries, and then this won't come undone anymore. So I've had this sitting for 3 days now after I put some Loctite. It must have cured now. I can finally start using it again. Hopefully. Looks like it's ready.